Hey y'all, hey YouTube, what's up? My name is Kellyanne Barrett. I'm a professional actress here in Hollywood, California. I got my start in New York City a long time ago, actually, when I was a kid. So stick around, because in this video, I'm going to tell you what it's really like to be an actor. Yes, yes, yes. I am in the middle of doing self-tape, 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 self-tape after self-tape after self-tape. So since I'm in like my New York City like get up, because I just had like a New York City like audition, I figure, I'd pop on here and, tell you how it really is, because that's what New Yorkers do. They tell you how it really is. They're not candy ass little la la land pansies. We're real. We're real from New York City, okay? So I'm going to tell you how it really is about acting, okay? So acting is not all glitz and glamorous like the media and the magazines make it out to be, unless you're like a major superstar or A-list series regular or a movie star, okay? So to get there, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, okay? You may not realize how much hard work and dedication it takes. You do a million auditions, okay? When I was in New York City, I did I would do like 5 auditions and book a job. 5 auditions and book a job. Okay, that was like my audition to book ratio in New York City. Out here, it's like you do 100 auditions, then you book a job. Because there's tons of competition out there, okay? There's a lot of competition. So you are going to bust your butt doing a million self-tapes, okay? Now, I have been blessed to have booked a lot of jobs off of my profile on LA Castings. I've said this before, LA Castings is the best place to get started as an actor. You have to go on there though, but you have to put a lot of pictures, you have to put a lot of video, and you have to have a resume. And I didn't really know this till one of my agents told me that I wasn't utilizing casting networks to the fullest extent. This will be another video. I'll show you, how to do that. But I get booked a lot of jobs. Most of the jobs I book in Hollywood, they just look at my portfolio and they book me. So when people send me like self-tape requests day after day for like crappy little jobs that pay like peanuts, I'm like, because I get hired straight away for jobs that pay like $5,000, okay? I have a global Lucky Strike cigarettes ad coming out in Rolling Stone magazine and Vanity Fair in July. Praying, that's what they said. So, and I have another movie I'm working on in August. I have a movie that I was in at the Tribeca Film Festival. Thank you, Jordan Danger. She's awesome. She's such a talented writer, actress, producer. She's hot, and she's smoking hot, and she's talented, and she's an amazing chick. She's awesome. Go check her out. Breaking and Exiting, and watch out for God Save the Queens. Yes, it's premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival next month. So anyway, I'm telling you what it's really like to be an actress or an actor. It's not all glamorous, believe me. I have been praying and praying for the glamour, unless you're like Scarlett Johansson, and when you finally get to be on the red carpet and you have people and companies throwing diamonds at you and throwing dresses at you because they want you to wear theirs for the whole world to see. It must be nice, be given jewelry and dresses and all that stuff for free. And, it's like bribing. It's like bribing. Here, I'll give you this $20,000 necklace if you wear my $100,000 jewelry kit at your movie premiere or whatever, you know what I mean? It is not easy, okay? It is not easy. It is really hard. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication being an actor. Okay, unless you're like the son of someone rich and famous, okay? If you're the son or daughter of someone rich and famous, then you better be an actor, because do you know how hard it is for us folks who are not the descendants of somebody rich and famous? Do you know how hard it is for us? So if you're the son or daughter of someone famous, or you have connections to just get into the movies, or actually if you're rich and you have a trust fund and you're just, you have so much money and you have a billionaire dad, you can just go to your dad and say, hey, dad, I need $5 million. I'm making a movie. There you go. Do that, because you have no idea how hard it is to do what we do when you come from like a normal family and, who never really supported you. Well, they supported you in the beginning. Like my parents were awesome. They supported you. And it's really hard. It's really hard. you have to do a million auditions. I do a million auditions every single day. I'm praying, like, dear God, please let me book some of these jobs off these self-tapes that I'm doing, because it feels like you're wasting your time and you don't have a life. And it's like you do audition after audition after audition after audition, and you just want to jump off a bridge if you don't book anything, okay? So, and then on top of it, you have to work and pay your bills. Yeah, so it used to be that you couldn't have a real job because you had to audition during the day, because they used to be in person. But now there's no more in-person auditions anymore. So they expect you to have the best camera, the best lighting, sound equipment, the best wardrobe, hair and makeup look like it's done by a professional, and you have to be an editor and a colorist now, because your self-tapes have to look like you stepped off the set, or you stepped out of the movie, or stepped out of the TV show, because God forbid they look at your acting or your resume or your work online or your credits. Okay, they don't. They look at the shot. Oh, what do you look like? If you look the part, then that's it. So good luck is all I'm saying, because it is not glamorous at all. I'm praying. I'm like, dear God, please let it be glamorous, because I've worked my butt off since I was in my 20s to get where I am now. Today, I've worked my butt off. I gave everything up when I was 20. I quit everything. I was an executive assistant in New York City with hedge funds and financial firms and investment firms. It was awesome. I loved it. It was awesome. I would have been rich and retired by now and had a house probably, and if I stuck with that, but I gave it all up for my craft. I enrolled in acting classes in New York City in like 2005 and fell in love with acting and have never looked back. Okay, I love the craft and the technique of acting. You have to love it too, because you think you're just gonna, there are people out there, overnight successes, there are people, overnight successes. You have to be smoking hot. If you're smoking hot, casting directors, my friend at the time, I made her an Actors Access profile, and she's smoking hot. Okay, I put some selfies up there, and guess what? The next day, Steven, some big casting director from New York, Steven, I forgot his name, something or other, called her as soon as I made the profile. Called her right away, because she's a smoking hot blonde with like curves everywhere, like men love. So good for her. You got it, flaunt it. I don't got it. So, and I'm not going to go get it either. So she's smoking hot, and we put some selfies on Actors Access. She didn't have no resume. She just looked smoking hot. He called her up right away and said, and he's one of the biggest casting directors in New York. I wish I could remember his name. I could look it up. So, man, anyway. I'll remember. Low battery. Oh no. Close. Sorry, low battery. I'll look him up anyway, and I'll find out. But the next day, we submitted her for a movie. Next day, he called her up on his cell phone. Have you ever known a casting director to call you up on a cell phone? No, never. So it can work out for some people. If you're smoking hot, then, you might have some overnight success like that. But people like me, we have to work really hard. So I enrolled into acting classes. You have to bust your butt. Okay. Now it's different, because you can work your job. You can have a real job now. But when you book a job, you have to take that day off from work to go to that job. Okay. So I was taking days off from my job to go film commercials and stuff in Connecticut. And then I was like, what am I doing? You can't do it. Like, you can't be an actor and have a real job at the same time. You just can't, because especially my managers would never let me take off work to go to an audition they would never let you. So it totally sucked. Okay. So you have to bust your butt, and you have to be really, really nice and kiss everybody's butt. Okay. Because I'll tell you a little secret. It's not how hard you work. It's how hard you kiss the right person's butt. Mm-hmm. That's true. So, some of us, like me, I've always had a hard time kissing people's, I try to be nice, but it's really hard, and you have to kiss everyone's butt. You have to kiss everyone's butt and be nice. You have to be fake and phony and smile and kiss everyone's butt. Like when you go to a real job, you have to kiss your boss's butt, even if you hate them. okay? Because that's how it goes, okay? You have to kiss your boss's butt, okay? Even if, okay, so okay, so I've worked a million little acting gigs every single day because everybody wants to lowball you in this industry. They want to pay you peanuts. They want you to work for free. So in the beginning, it's okay for you to work for free for a little bit to build up your resume and to get like you can do trade with photographers to get headshots for free off of Craigslist, but be careful, don't go in public, meet in public, don't go alone, don't get into trouble. Like I've had some skeezy men trying to make me to take off my clothes, like in casting offices in New York City. Yeah. Like telling me to take off my underwear. I'm like, I don't think so, motherfucker. Like, yeah, nasty. Okay. So you have to be careful. So anyway, I've worked a million jobs day after day after day after day for peanuts. And it does your head in because you're like, wait a minute, I just did this commercial for $10,000. I just did this commercial for $5,000. And here I am. How much are you paying me? And this is like a diamond company who's like probably worth billions and you're paying me how much? You want to like, you know what I mean? So yeah, you might go a little crazy when you find yourself on set working for some crappy job because you have to pay your bills. You still have to kiss their ass, okay? Don't sign up for something you don't want to do because when you get to set, it's gonna suck, okay? I have done background work before because when you are an actor, one week you could work 3 days, the next week you could work 0 days, the next week you might work 1 day or 5 days. So you have to do other little jobs in between, like unless you book like a big commercial or something, and you're smart and you save your money. But if like rent is expensive, my overhead is like $4,000 a month. So it's like, it's expensive to live in Hollywood and in New York City. So like you have to have a lot of avenues of income to support your acting career and your craft, unless you want to be like most men in Hollywood not most men, one man in Hollywood that just uses women and abuses women. So that's a whole nother video on my YouTube channel you can check out. Anyway, it is not glamorous. You are going to work your butt off, like I said, unless you're the son of someone rich and famous. And if you are, please take advantage of that connection and get into the industry because it's so hard. If you're not, it's so hard. We work our butts off. It's so hard. So you guys, it is not glamorous. It is not glamorous. You have to work regular jobs, okay? You have to work regular jobs, then come home and do your auditions around your jobs, okay? Don't forget about having a life. You're not gonna have a life. Forget about having free time. Forget about doing anything you want to do because you're not gonna have a life, okay? So it's extremely hard work. I mean, even people like Mark Wahlberg work extremely hard and they're huge superstars. Like they get up at like 3 in the morning, but Mark Wahlberg doesn't have to worry about his beauty sleep. Like I like my 8 hours of sleep. I need my beauty sleep or else I'm a total bitch if I don't get my sleep. So like I forced myself to stay up last night to try and clean my apartment because it's such a disaster. I got the kitchen done. I forced myself to stay up to clean my apartment and today I feel under the weather because I did that. So it's like, you're not going to have forget about having time. I mean, you can just be a total like partier and just like party and go out in Hollywood and meet people and try to get jobs that way and try to get famous that way. But it's like, no, that's like ridiculous and like a joke. Like no one's going to take you seriously. No one's going to take you seriously. Okay. So you have to, be very careful because like reputation matters and you should know what you're doing when it comes to the craft of acting. You know what I mean? And you have to be very respectful and professional. And it's it's really hard because like I said, everybody nitpicks and judges you if they don't like your political party, if they don't like one little thing about you. Done. They don't like your social media. I've lost jobs because of my political status, because they don't like my social media. Like, God forbid, they don't like one little thing about you. They're like, oh, we don't like that. We don't like that. Okay, well then, bye. Leave me alone. Go hire someone else. Like, I don't want to work with your company if you're going to discriminate against me for something, okay? Bye. Like, people are such hypocrites in this town, okay? And finding a good agent, good luck. Finding a good agent, good luck. And you have to kiss their butt too, because they're not going to kiss your butt. And I've had agents and managers that have people on their roster, they don't even submit them. They don't even submit them. You won't even get submitted. They don't even like you. Why do you even have somebody on your roster if you don't even like them and you're not going to submit them? If I don't get an audition a week from one of my agents or managers, bye, next. Okay, see you later. Have a good life. So you're going to bust your butt. It is not glamorous is what I'm saying. So if you want to be an actor, be prepared, because you are going to work your butt off. Like I said, because you have to enroll in acting classes, you're competing against tons of people. And America, Hollywood, is the hardest market to break into, the hardest. So good luck with that. You're up against everyone from all over the world. And do not join the union. Do not join the union, because if you're not going to do any work, you can't do non-union work. So like hold off joining the union for as long as you can, okay? Because your commercial agent doesn't want you if you're in the union, because 95% of commercials are non-union. So unless you're like a series regular, don't join the union. So, okay, be prepared to work hard, kiss everybody's butt, be nice to everybody, because you never know who's going to be your boss. You never know. That kid on set might be your boss one day. That person might be your boss one day. You have to be nice to everyone. And it's really annoying. Like you have to work your butt off 24/7, have no time for yourself, no rest, no time to enjoy life, and you have to kiss everybody's butt. So be prepared, huh? Go ahead, try it. I dare you. Go ahead, try it. Try it. I dare you. So you want to be an actor, be prepared, because it ain't all glamorous, unless you just, find some rich famous dude to go hook up with. I don't know. If you could be a professional gold digger, that might work for you. I wish I could be a professional gold digger. There's tons of men and women that do it in Hollywood that, like, I used to say, oh, where's my casting couch opportunity? I used to say, that sounds so easy to have a casting couch opportunity. All I got to do is sleep with some nasty dude to get a job. I wish I had that opportunity. And then I had that opportunity. He wasn't that nasty though. Like, I've had that opportunity a couple times. They weren't, I'm not going to bring up any names or anything right now, but I had a guy. He was awesome. He was really nice, but I wasn't like physically attracted. Like, I can't hook up with anybody I'm not like physically attracted to. It just makes me like, I could never do that for what? Because you're going to give me a job? Maybe. I could see that. We work really hard. So like, it is tempting. Like, somebody says, oh, I'm going to put you in my movie. All you got to do is, really? Okay. I mean, you're going to do it anyway. You might as well do it for an opportunity, right? I always said I wish I had that opportunity, and that opportunity came along and I was like, oh, no, can't do it. So, if you want to be a professional gold digger and do that, go for it, but no one's going to take you seriously. That's why you can't like do it for the fame. You have to do it for the craft and because you love it. I love the craft of acting, the technique of acting. I would do theater all day long, but it doesn't pay. And I have bills to pay. And I'm a single smoking hot woman who pays my own bills and don't use men, and you don't use and abuse people. I don't step on anyone's toes. I've had so many evil things happen to me. Like and be prepared, because everybody's going to step all over your toes and use you and abuse you and throw you under the bus. Yep. Whatever you got. They're going to kiss your ass for what they want. G. Randall Johnson, they're going to kiss your ass because you have money to produce a pilot, and you have connections, and you have A-list actor friends to hook them up with, and you produce a whole pilot for them. You spent all your money to produce their pilot, to bring their pilot to life, when you could have did it with your own pilot. You're welcome. And then they gang up on you, throw you under the bus, cut you out of the project, and act like you don't exist when you paid for the whole thing. Yeah, real nice. So be prepared, because people are fucking backstabbers in this town, and you have to cover your ass, okay? So it is an evil, messed up town. So be prepared, because it is, I'm telling you, I'm praying for it to be glamour. So I'm gonna tell you how it really is. So good luck. You want to be an actor? Good luck, because you're gonna put in a lot of hard work. Okay, I've been at this for a long time. 20 years. And prior to that, I was like a model, and I've always been in, like, I was a dancer, and I was a DJ. So I've always been in the entertainment industry. So, okay, if you like this video and you got some value out of it, hopefully, I hope it didn't scare you or anything, but it is a lot of hard work. So, please subscribe and hit the like button and share, and I'll try to post more videos like this. I don't have a lot of time to produce videos for YouTube. I'm in the middle of doing auditions, so I don't have time. I work a job 24/7 and do auditions 24/7. I barely have time to do anything else. So producing YouTube videos is I ain't got time for that. So I do the best I can. So thanks y'all, and have a blessed day. Mwah.